His strength is immense.
He isn't known as one of the strongest in Ouroboros for nothing.
In a whole different league is right.
Damn, this is good. Looks like you guys will do just fine.
What in the world?
Those flames around him.
Who cares what Abyss and Steel have planned? I've been struggling to find someone ever since that idiot Louvet went and kicked it.
Louvet? Lenhart the Blade Lord?
I can't wait to see how much I have to turn up the heat to take you kids out.
This is what you meant by all of you? Get out of the way!
He really is the blazing demon. His power's beyond comprehension.
Can he even be defeated by human hands?
He's just like the flame demon in ancient legend.
How can anyone be this strong?
I don't like doing it, but it's better than us all dying here. Heed my call! Valor!
That won't be necessary. Take this! Shining Phoenix Flash!
Isn't that...
Viscount Arcade.
Father!
I see I arrived not a moment too soon. I'm proud of you for withstanding his assault like that.
Your lordship!
I think I'm in love. I mean, thank you for coming.
Sarah, stop thinking out loud.
Thank you so much for coming.
The Radiant Blade Master, Victor S. Arcade. How could I forget there was always one guy around here worth my time? Well, no matter how skilled you might be, your sword isn't going to be enough to defeat me. But you don't need me to tell you that, right?
What?
Is that a sword?
It's a sword from a higher plane. No, it's...
That sword shouldn't be able to exist in this world.
It's called the demonic sword Anbar. It was paired with the sword Kernviter that Louvet used way back when. But the two of us go so well together that it ends up looking a little more something like this.
Whoa! Black flames.
Alright. You ready to get started? Even if it's so damn obvious you're not gonna win, not with my power.
How naive.
Me?
The Galan Charl.
No blade could be more worthy of this duel than the one wielded by my ancestor.
Power is but an extension of oneself. And what is a sword if not power wrought in steel? I can't deny that your unnatural power far surpasses what I can call forth. But ultimately, it's not the might of one's blade, but will and strength of spirit that decide the battle. And so they shall, here and now!
Have it your way! Your will is just one more thing I can burn to cinders. Together with your sword and that wing of light around it!
Don't make me laugh!
happening?
It's as if I'm watching a clash between entire armies.
We have no place in a battle between those who transcend the limits of ordinary humans.
Go now! There are more important matters for you to take care of.
Now's our chance. Let's get to the elevator.
Very well.
I thought my heart was gonna stop. You're telling me. I'm not sure we would have gotten out of there alive if not for Viscount Arcade. Likely not. I hope he's alright. McBurn didn't even look human by the end. Blazing Demon is unsurprisingly apt. There's no reason to worry for my father's safety. He's not one to be bested, no matter how inhuman his foe may be. He opened this path for us. All we can do is use it to reach our destination. Yeah, you're right. Oh man, so McBurn, I told you he was like the strongest. I wasn't lying. He's like insanely in another league. I forgot that he did some of that stuff. Oh man. It's been a while since, there's been a few ticks since I played this game, and I had forgotten some of the details of that, and yeah, how crazy strong he is. But when you see, okay, so up until this point, the game has done a pretty good job of like, we fight them, and we beat them to a push point, and then they're like, rally, and we're like, oh no, we're in trouble now, because we're not strong enough to beat the rally, and then somebody else shows up and is like, we'll fight them, and you go on. And it's like, okay, so we can hold our own, sort of, but we need help. We're just a little bit outclassed by other people, which doesn't make a lot of sense when we have Sarah in our team, but whatever. But it's done a decent job of making you, like, understand that you're able to hold your own, but you're still not, like, quote-unquote, one of the strongest, right? Like, there's other people that are much stronger than you. And then that happens with McBurn and the Viscount, and you're like, there's like, like they said, it's like two armies going up against each other. It makes you just go like, is there any point for anyone else in the world to exist if they have McBurn on one side and Viscount Arcade on the other? Like, they're just way outclass everybody, so what is the entire point? It's just, oh man, you feel very trivial now, right? Like I feel real trivial. Roger. I like the way you think. We owe getting this far to a lot of people. We can't afford to let them down. This should be the castle's highest floor. If it is, it'll lead us to an area called the Vermilion Throne at the top. I'm guessing that's where Crow and Vita are waiting for us. Alright then. It looks like the path up there is just a straight shot to the top. We're almost there. Keep your guards up until the very end. Got it. Of course. Understood. Naturally. Mm-hmm. Let's go. It just makes you wonder, like, do we even... But this is game 2 out of 4, right? So we're not supposed to be like the Warriors of Light or whatever you want to call the great heroes of the game. We're not there yet. Maybe by game 4, but... But then you gotta wonder too, like, McBurn's really powerful, but Vita is not at all intimidated by him, so how powerful is she? Lots of questions.
There's another elevator.
That must lead us to the castle's highest point, the Vermilion Throne. What should we do?
The only thing we can do. This marks the end of our investigation. We can't go onward with just us, though. We need to call the others. Class 7's only truly complete when all of us are together. It wouldn't be right to have them wait downstairs while we finish things up.
Agreed.
No matter the outcome, our journey ends here.
It's tempting to feel nostalgic about how far we've come at this point, but that can wait until we're celebrating our victory.
Let's make sure we have no regrets.
Well, just make sure you're completely ready before stepping onto it.
He really came.
Welcome all to our Tales Grand Finale.
We're here, Crow.
Hard to believe it's been less than 3 weeks since we last met.
You're telling me. You all look so grown up now. All those ordeals you put yourself through have paid off in spades.
That's certainly one way to look at it. As much as I hate to admit it, I doubt we could win against you otherwise.
The trials we faced brought us together and made us stronger. I couldn't be more pleased with what we had to do to come this far.
I was finally able to move forward too. So yeah, I like to think I grew up a bit.
A lot of stuff's changed, but you guys ain't one of them.
And that's not all. We're here on behalf of Toa, Angelica, and George, too. I promised them I'd bring you back and force you to graduate with them. And it's a promise I intend to keep.
Oh man, give me a break. You're telling me you've done all that and it still hasn't dawned on you. Get it through your thick skull, it's not gonna happen.
That's not true, Crow. Those who are confronted with impossible odds can choose to react in one of two ways. Abandon hope and accept a pitiful fate, or cling to that hope and forge ahead, overcoming any and all that life throws their way. That's what it means to dream. Vida.
She's absolutely right.
Maybe we are just young and naive. But if anything, I feel that it was our youth and naivete that allowed us to come this far to begin with.
And we've done it without losing a single member along the way, carrying the hopes of everyone we've met with us. I'd say that's pretty amazing, wouldn't you?
And for that, I don't see any harm in dreaming of the tomorrow that we all want to come. No one can say that the chances of it happening are zero after all.
And all things considered, I'm in something of a difficult position as well. So I sincerely hope you don't think yourself some special snowflake compared to the rest of us.
Yeah, join the club. My background's all weird too. So spit it out. Tell us what you really want. You can deal with all the crappy stuff later.
Honestly.
You may have joined the Academy to stop people from working out your true identity, sure. But you made a big mistake by letting yourself get wrapped up with a bunch of softies like Class 7.
Yeah, no kidding. You guys would haunt me to the ends of the earth, wouldn't you?
My, what a touching spectacle. You work tirelessly to pursue the impossible together. You lose yourself in the passion of the moment. Innocence truly is the privilege of the young.
Duke Cayenne.
Oh, that's His Highness the Crown Prince. He's been blindfolded.
Have you no shame?
And what's that huge red thing behind him?
That's the Vermilion Knight, Testarossa. It was sealed away under the capital a long time ago, and it was responsible for countless calamities.
It's often referred to as the demon which wields 1,000 weapons. And to expand on what Emma said, the ones who supposedly sealed it away were Dreikel's the Lionheart and the Lance Maiden.
Ha ha! It certainly was. And the only ones capable of rousing it from its slumber are descendants of the Honor bloodline. Thus, why His Highness has so graciously chosen to cooperate with us.
Duke Cayenne, surely you realize how utterly disrespectful you are being.
I have a little dream of my own, you see. A dream my ancestor was unable to reach in his lifetime. One that I will make a reality in his place.
A dream?
What ancestor?
Wait, was this ancestor alive during the War of the Lions?
Precisely! Emperor Orthros Raise Arnor, born to the first of the Emperor's secondary wives, the daughter of a duke. He occupied Heimdall at the time of the War of the Lions, but fell to Dreikel's and became known as the False Emperor. And I inherit his blood.
Impossible.
I had no idea that the Cayenne family were descendants of the False Emperor.
Hardly a surprise. When the war came to a close, that truth was buried. I suppose it was Emperor Dreikel's way of trying to avoid any further conflict among the nobles. But not a day, not one day in all these years has my family forgotten the sheer humiliation. And so I dreamed of a future where I would take back the Vermilion Knight and this infernal castle. The proofs of ownership over this city that Emperor Orthros had disgracefully stripped away.
That's all?
You occupied Heimdall and started a civil war, and that's your reason?
Well, the Chancellor's death was desirable regardless, and the Society's diva provided invaluable assistance. The Imperial Liberation Front proved to be serviceable pawns. The Azure Awakener managed to awaken his knight. The time was right in all regards. Only a fool would idly watch this moment pass. I did intend to operate the Vermilion Knight myself, but as I feared, only those of direct descent are capable of doing so. And yet it matters not. I have everything I need to return this city to its original, rightful form as His Highness's guardian. And once my will is done, I shall restore order to Erebonia, returning it to the way it once was and always should have been. That is my ambition. My family's destiny.
What nonsense.
He doesn't care about anyone but himself.
I'm afraid I can't even pretend to care about your ambitions. It's not my place to decide how Erebonia should be run, and I'm not here to lecture you on your ancestors' transgressions.
Oh?
We have our own ambitions. We're here because we promised Princess Alvin and Prince Olivert that we would rescue their brother from your clutches. And if putting a stop to your dream is what it takes to save His Highness the Crown Prince, then that's exactly what we'll do.
You impudent little...
I think everyone has said their piece now.
You won't be going back on your word to let us handle this part, right?
Huh. Do as you wish. It should provide some light entertainment until the ritual is complete. I expect to be amused.
We could skip right to using our knights. But might as well savor the moment while we still can, right? So for the opening act, I'll fight you as I am now. Crow versus Class VII.
Crow.
Very well.
And I'll be fighting alongside him. Seeing as how you have the famed purple lightning with you, it wouldn't be much of a fair fight otherwise.
Aw, you flatter me. Sadly, I trust your idea of a fair fight about as much as I trust me missing a point-blank shot.
Oh, do excuse me. Emma, I want you to fight with everything you have. We'll see whether you have the resolve necessary to shoulder a witch's burden.
Don't worry, I will. Not because of the duty I've been given, but to demonstrate the limitless potential I've found within myself.
As the last remaining member and leader of the Imperial Liberation Front, I'm gonna make our very last fight one to remember.
And as the one tasked with guiding you to the end, I think it's time I did just that.
A combat link?
They can do that?
It makes no difference to us. Class 7, ready yourselves! Because combat link or not, I know we'll triumph!
Right! This is it! Come at me with all you've got!
Witness the witchcraft of the Azure Abyss.
My turn.
This is a hard fight. Just so you know.
Good luck. All right, let's get this started.
I don't remember much of anything about it except for the fact that it's a hard fight.
Time to try this one.
How about this?
My turn!
Man, I forgot he uses those mines. Terrible.
Alright, let's do this!
Leave you to me!
No, you don't!
Unforgivable! My turn! Witness the fruits of my training!
Now, I say it's a hard fight, but I definitely am much stronger this time than I was the first time I played this game. Like, there's not even a doubt about that.
Now I'm having fun.
Like,
very well.
Laura is ridiculously stronger by far alone.
Protect us!
She basically is carrying my whole team.
See!
No, you don't! How will this feel, I wonder? Chilling, perhaps? Now, turn to ice! Unforgivable!
See!
Owie.
There! Be gone! Unforgivable!
More owie.
I'm not done yet. Yeah!
I'll handle this.
This is just not fair.
Witness the fruits of my training!
She just did hers, and because of her combat link, she's already got full CP again.
Radiant Lion!
My goodness.
I'm impressed.
My turn.
Did I say this was a hard fight? I misspoke.
Leave it to me.
This is,
I'm counting on ya.
I'll take it from here.
incredibly, it
Oh,
happens
Moon,
like,
shield us from harm. Crescent shell.
Hearken to the aria of the abyss.
this could be bad though.
Humankind are evildoers, shackled by emotion.
Fury, misery, agony, enmity. Behold the abyss, for it longs to be forever at your side.
I won't give up. Sorry.
I'll try at least. Time to begin! Pure breath of the goddess! Reside in my music and heal my friends! Finale!
Rihanna? Would you lend me a hand? Now, finish them all!
Are you okay?
I'll handle this.
Beautiful.
Come strong!
Finish! Astion Knight!
Treasure these final moments.
How foolish of me.
I shall fulfill my duty as a noble.